if need be. This is again how to cheat a bit. If you don't know where to put this, you put it into your pocket so that you can take it out for this video when you imitate me, and then you have it in your pocket of some plastic container you might want to carry around. Like me, I carry this. Why not? In public, while you're not having sex, you don't need to be sexy. You can be useful with my lunch bag attached to this place, where in my lunch bag I have my copyrights protected by me Indian cigarettes, because those First Nations are the finders of our tobacco. So I respect their copyrights until Canada changes their law or votes for me, or until the corporations do enough philanthropy to the First Nations in the reserve. We'll see. We'll verify what's legal and not legal in my law and your law, which should be our law, which I understand. Sometimes an exception says, wait, I disagree. That's totally fine. What do you mean, Mr. Exception? Are you an exception for sure? No, you're not. You should be saying, maybe an exception, not so sure enough about this or that temporarily, let's say. And cheat a bit. Cheat a bit means don't cheat too much. Because by doing a little bit of evil, tiny bit, you might avoid us lots of evil, which is always better. Because then you might turn to cruel or ruthless, where Ruth says less. You understand that. Be ruthless or cruel against yourself. Ruthless, I would say, is like a public thing like I'm doing. Basically, where this is me growing a horn or preparing to make sure it doesn't just go through it very slowly, putting me through too much longer torture. I must make a hole with fire. And I have a good technique to do this if I want to torture myself, as I should, as a little devil or demon god on the way to go there. You understand it. This is this, and we can go. Whoop. We don't have to make ourselves lose credibility, because some people get scared. Watch out with that. You will have me fully faced, healed at some point where you don't have to see scars all the time, right? And I bet you my face is proving almightiness if that is just by cleaning up the scars from here, where you see what I already have. These are like birthmarks among a few other things where people also jumped me maybe a few times depending when. And I had my lips open here, and I had stitches, tiny amounts. It's like the Joker with his stitches of a smile, where I had for real that in my life, not just for jokes. I did real fights where I tried to escape from the fight, but it didn't work. Only once in my life I chased the fight where I lost and got the stitches, which is about the ones that I'm talking about here. It's the fight that I didn't want to chase. No, did want to chase the fight. I just had a mental gap, which everyone has. But in any case, sometimes you look at yourself, sometimes you don't, and sometimes you do selfies, sometimes you don't have to. I guess the point is, sometimes to have lots of ideas that make sense, you must build them up and record them somewhere in writing or on camera, and that's important because several reasons. Plus, you might have access to a library which you use for a past construct of the pyramid you respect, like a YouTube brick. You could just put it on YouTube and sell it for free, where Google is losing money to pay you as a creator, or I don't know, maybe Google is making you unaware of certain things. That's cheating a lot, according to me, if they're doing this. I don't think they need to do this that much.